The most popular method that Linux developers distribute their work is using RPMs, the Red Hat Package Manager. It's a very simple way to compact your work into a single file that can then be sent wherever you want it to go, on websites, email to people, and they're also very easy to install. It is the most popular way of installing programs in Linux. So it's a very good skill to know how to convert your projects that you've created into RPM so that you can share them in this highly used format. So I'm going to show you how to make an RPM. And the way that we do this is we're going to go to the K menu. First thing I want to do is I have to actually install a program. And I'm going to come to System and then Control Center. Type in your root password. Okay, and then select Software Management. And over here in the search box, search for this, RPM Builder, B-U-I-L-D-E-R, and then click on Search. Over here, we have the package KRPM Builder. Select that, and then select Accept. It's going to go through and install it. Make sure that you have CD1 in the drive when you do that for SUSE Linux 10. And now it's going to update my system configuration. Once that is done, we'll just select Finish, and we'll close out of here. There's a couple of little steps that we have to take to make KRPM Builder work. The first is go into the home directory. Go to the folder that you have all of the source files in. So we have this calc directory. I'm going to right click on that, and I'm going to copy it. Inside here is all of my KDevelop and Qt Designer stuff, my configure, my make files, and everything. So take a copy of this, and we're going to paste it in /user. I'm sorry, it's going to be USR. Once we're in here, we're going to go to the SRC directory, and then once we're in here, we're going to go to Packages, and then when we're in here, we're going to go to Sources. So double click on Sources, and then paste that directory in here. And we're going to change the file, the folder name. I'm going to right click on it, and I'm going to rename it. I'm going to name it calc, and then I'm going to name it dash, and then the version number. I'm going to call it version 1.0. So it's calc-1.0. Right click on this, go to compress, compress as calc-1.0.tar.gz. Okay, once that's done, calc-1.0 directory, delete that. And we can minimize this. Now KRPM Builder, you must be logged in as root for it to work right. So I'm going to go down here to my console, and I'm going to log in as root by typing SU and typing my root password. And then while I'm logged in as root, I can type in KRPM Builder, B-U-I-L-D-E-R, and open the program. Once the program is open, right here I can type in the project name. Now the project name is going to be everything to the left of the dash, so it's going to be calc. So whatever that says is what your project name is. So I'm going to call it calc. Version number. Your version number is everything after the dash and before the .tar. So it's going to be 1.0. So whatever you designated that to be. 1.0. The release is the version of Linux that you are building this in. I'm going to type SUSE. Copyright, you can do GPL, that's simple. Web page, it could be whatever your website is, www.mywebsite.com. Packager, the name of the person who's packaging this. I'm just going to type my name. And then this is all good. Select Next. Distribution, the distribution of Linux that you did this in, this should look exactly like the release. So we can even copy this and paste it right there. The group, if you have some kind of a group name, you and the people that develop the software, you can type that in there. Put my group. Provides, this is a really simple, maybe 1 or 2 word short description as to what the program provides. So this provides a calculator. Make that as short as possible. Requires, this field right here, if you require any specific libraries or anything like that, you could type that in there. I'm going to leave that blank. The vendor is the actual developer, so I'm going to write my name. It's going to write Kevin. Summary is a really shorthand description as to what your program is. I can write a calculator. And the description is a longer description as to what your program does. This could be as long as you want it to be. A really neat Linux graphical calculator that I learned how to make with a really sweet video tutorial. Alright, so this is good to go. Hopefully there's no spelling errors. Again, I'm a horrifying speller. I'll select next. Down here, processor, we can select what processor we have. I'm going to compile this for the i386. We can select build a binary and a source package. I'm just going to build a binary package and select next. And I can click start to begin the build process. So I click start, and there she goes. So I can just let it go. It's going to take a couple of minutes to do what it has to do. Okay, once you get to this point, everything should be done. Now I'm going to show you where it put these packages. You remember how we were back here in usr/src/packages/sources? If we go up a directory, we have these directories. There is a folder called RPMs. I can double click on that. And then there's a list of processors. i386 is what we compiled it for. There it is. Here's the RPM that we just made. So I can copy this and close out of this. Project has been changed, save it, no thank you. Minimize my command terminal and paste the RPM onto the desktop. Slide that over there. Now I'm going to clean everything up real quick because you can't actually delete this. If you try to delete it when you're logged in as a regular user, it won't let you. So I have to delete this logged in as root. So what I can do is highlight the location bar, right click and copy. Come back in here. While we're logged in as root, we can type KONQUEROR. So we're opening up Conqueror, logged in as the root user. And I'm going to paste that location here. And I'm going to delete it. And I can also go up to sources. And I could delete that from there too. That other file that we had. Close that. Exit. Exit. Close this. Now you know how to make an RPM. Now we're gonna come back and we're gonna learn how to install the RPM.